What is up, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of Ghost Productions. This is the second attempt at this episode. The first attempt, I realized I did not have the audio on, so therefore everything I was talking about did not go into the recording, unfortunately. So yeah, we're gonna basically start this. What I wanted to talk about today was really give you an intro into if you want to start a YouTube channel or a live stream event, how do you do that? What hardware do you need? What software do you need? What type of platform do you want to use? All those sort of things come into play when you think about what do you want to do to start a channel or a stream. Because this is a gaming channel, we will be focusing on the gaming environment as a whole, as an example, more of a case study really. But this can really be used for anything you want to start on a YouTube channel or a stream. What this really does is takes the principles behind whatever you want to start and basically helps you start it. This is pretty much what this series is going to be about. So without further ado, let's take a look over here. Switch back over to the other screen. First question, why should you start a channel? Why should you start a stream? And really what I enjoy about having a channel and having a stream is it's something to do. It's fun. I enjoy it. But really, this really dives into what is your niche is really the first question to be asking. With people such as Day9 or JP McDaniel or Dodger, you watch these people, you think, oh my word, it's so cool. They're doing this for real. They're doing this, as a career and stuff. I completely want to do that. But the effort that it takes to actually get to where they're at, as well as the timing. If you think about it, the timing of when Day9 and when Dodger, when JP McDaniel got into this, YouTube, Ustream, Twitch stream type format, the gaming community was very young as far as being on the internet doing live stream events. So they were in at a very good time. And with Dodger, she really found a niche in giving her opinion on news, reviews, trends within the current gaming environment and gaming community. So she was really able to find niche. Day9, of course, was able to find niche with his years of experience at Brood War and being able to take that experience and produce a show where he's really able to provide valuable input into how to play the game of StarCraft. So when you're looking at starting a channel, there are really three things, and I was supposed to bring it up, but completely forgot because I'm like, oh my word. Yeah. There's really three types of genre, I would say, for not only just YouTube and Twitch, but as a blog in general, if you wanted to do blogging or whatever. Entertainment is huge. Entertainment, utility. When we talk about utility, we're talking about providing something of value. Or escapism. You want to escape into your own little world. Day9, actually all three of them, Day9, Dodger, JP McDaniel, but Day9 really pops to my head as being able to combine the entertainment aspect with his humor and his wit, and being able to also provide utility with being able to play the game of StarCraft better, and being able to give his experience to the masses, as well as escapism. When he does his amnesia videos and stuff like that, it's both entertaining, but it also provides you a little bit of an escapism. You can chill out, relax, grab a cup of coffee, sit down and just escape from the day's, work and all that. So being able to combine all three of those, or being able to really excel in one of those, is really key for your stream and for your channel. For instance, for me, I feel like my niche is not just playing Skyrim, straight through for however many hours I've been playing Skyrim, or doing D&D, but also providing videos like this, and providing video series like this where it's providing a utility, and you're able to, and hopefully you'll be able to take this and be able to apply it to whatever type of niche you want to fit yourself into, and being able to provide a channel and a stream that you enjoy, that's fun, and that is a niche that people want to watch. So that was kind of a tangent on why you would want to start a stream, and for what purpose. Scrolling down a bit, what are the main differences between a YouTube channel and between a live stream? The first answer to that, I would say, would be fan interaction. The difference between a fan interaction with YouTube and fan interaction with a site like Twitch is that it's live. So as you're doing it, as you're making your video live, you can interact with the chat, you can interact with people there, you can answer questions, and that's kind of fun. I really enjoy that. Whereas with YouTube, it's more of a people posting comments about your video, and you can interact with the chat that way. And that's good too. It really depends on how you want to interact. For me, another difference is with a live stream, it's live. You can't edit it, you can't perfect it, and really I think perfection is part of the issue with both YouTube and Twitch channels, is that, what a lot of people have issues with is, I really want to start a channel, but I want it to be perfect, I want it to be good, I want it to be excellent, and that's good. But that can also be a hindrance. I know it was a hindrance to me when I first started. That's why back in 2012, I started streaming Mafia, back when it was a brand new game, and it kind of started dying off because, I wanted to get into it, and then stuff was happening equipment-wise, and I sort of faded off, and 2013 rolls around, and I wanted to, get the equipment, but I just wasn't too sure, so I wasted an entire year of not being able to stream because of that. And I don't want that to happen to you guys. So I would say that would be A2 versus, and have money go down to A3. But money is also a big factor. Money was a big factor for me in deciding how to start out with this streaming and YouTube type channel. And maybe it could be you really want to do a live stream event, but you just don't have the money. So what I would recommend is start a YouTube channel. It's a lot cheaper, a lot easier to do, and then go into live streaming once you have the income. I'll go more into detail on the money side of things when we start talking about equipment and 1 PC setups and 2 PC setups and mixing and all that. But for now, some of the main differences are fan interaction, as well as money. Is a factor in anything. This is a question, kind of a random question. Is your topic ideal for video? Some people would say there are some topics that are ideal for blogs and just writing. Others would say there are topics that are ideal for video or photos or what have you. I'm of the opinion that picture's worth 1,000 words, video's worth 10,000. If you're doing a channel where you're interacting with people, whether it's a YouTube channel or a live stream event, having a face to what you're doing is really key. If all I got was an audio podcast of Dodger doing news reviews, I'd still be interested. But having a face and having the, environment is key. Day 9 could do a podcast on StarCraft strategy. But the fact that he's in his room and you're able to interact with him, see his expressions, see his, sarcastic look and stuff like that, it makes the show more real. And that's why I really enjoy video, because you're able to see this, you're able to see the background, and hopefully you're able to relate to that type of environment. So I definitely recommend video. If you're wavering on whether you should do a blog post or a video, I would definitely go with video. Um, Kind of a rabbit trail. Some people might be shy. I know I was, still am. um, I think Day 9 puts it right in where you just got to keep showing up. And if you keep doing it, you'll keep being more comfortable with it. I know for the longest time I kept looking all over the place when I was like, and not looking straight at the webcam. Um, and that comes with time. It comes with practice. But if you're going to practice, that means you actually got to do it. You got to go live. You got to get those butterflies out of your stomach and all that. So I would definitely recommend just do it. Like I said, spent a year last year trying to get this whole live stream dealt with. Just do it. Just keep showing up is what I would recommend. This 3 tiers of video broadcasting. Hopefully that didn't cut it off. Okay, it didn't. That's good. Actually, did it cut off anything else? No, it didn't. Cool. 3 tiers of video broadcasting. This is basically what we're going to be touching on in this season of episodes with Ghost Productions. We're going to start with tier 1, which I call local recording. That's basically your YouTube channel stuff. We're going to talk about what equipment you're going to need for that, as well as what software you're going to need for that. We're also going to talk about not only that, but we're going to talk about how you market that. How do you market a YouTube channel? Because you want people to show up. You want them to actually see your video. So how best do you do that to make it fun, make it interesting, and have people notice what you're doing? So we'll talk about that in a couple episodes. Probably about 2 or 3 episodes we'll cover that. Another couple episodes we're going to also talk about tier 2, which is going to be live streaming. That's a little bit more complicated in regards to equipment setup, hardware, software, etc. We're going to spend the majority of our time on tier 2, just because of the complexity. We're going to take a peek under my desk and look at what I have set up as far as connections and all that. Really what I want to do is I want to go break it down from what equipment actually, let me cover tier 3 and then I'll go into the details. Tier 3 is audio mixing. You can have a live stream, you can have a YouTube channel, you can have a dual PC setup, but if you want to start mixing in break music, if you want to start mixing in like what GP does with multiple Skype calls, with break music intermixed with your voice and have it all blend, being able to balance that out, you really need an audio mixer. And that's kind of like a tier 3. That's kind of like a step up to what you want to do. If you just want to do, your voice, the game audio, and that's it, then you really don't need that. I really enjoy it. At the rate that audio mixers are price-wise, it's definitely worth looking into. But we're going to touch that later on towards the end of the season. And but yeah, as far as the details go, what we're going to be looking at doing is we're going to go through Newegg wish lists. We're going to talk about equipment that I have. We're going to talk about the reason behind that. But we're not going to try to focus on the specific hardware itself, but rather the principles behind what type of hardware you're going to use, as well as the principles behind what type of software you're going to use or you need. And then we'll talk about, once you have that hardware, once you have that software, what do you do now? We're going to talk about how to build a computer along with this, because if you haven't built a computer before, you really don't know what to do. So we're going to do that. We're going to dive into the guts of both PCs I have. Then we're also going to talk about the setup, because the setup was probably the longest, most difficult issue that I had to deal with within developing, a live stream and a dual PC setup. and how to get the software connected to each other, how to get the hardware connected to each other. So that's what we're going to talk about. Sounds like a lot. It kind of is, but I'm going to just go step by step with you. So that way this video series can really be used as a guide for you. So that way you can figure out, okay, I want to start, a live stream. All right, now what do I do? Okay, I need to know this type of equipment, this type of equipment. These are the best places to look to get it, cheapest. And then go into the next step of, okay, I have all this stuff. How do I set it up? We'll talk about how you set it up. Software-wise, okay, I got all the software. I have no idea what connects where. How do you do a live stream event? We're going to talk about that, and then we'll also talk about the marketing aspect. So this is really supposed to be a step-by-step guide in how I do video broadcasting. Hopefully it's a help to you. We'll learn a lot about my mistakes. We'll also learn a lot about just the entire environment in general. And hopefully we'll have fun while doing it. So I know this is a long time in the making that I've wanted to make this video series, and I know several of you have asked me to make a video series like this. So here we are. We're starting. But yeah. So every Friday, that's what we're going to be working on. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to either email me or tweet me at RapidsGhost, or post comments down below in the YouTube. I'd be more than happy to answer your questions. I get back with people at maximum, the day that you ask the question. I'll usually answer it within the hour. So yeah, feel free to ask away if you have any questions, comments, complaints. Always looking forward to hearing constructive criticism. So I hope you all have a good day. I am going to finish up my coffee and go work on some schoolwork, as well as watch some more roleplay R&D over at MEJP's channel. Definitely check his stuff out. Alrighty, peace out. See ya.